how you doing? I haven't talked to you in forever.
Alright, g'day ladies and gentlemen, legends of a relatively high regard. No, that's a bit harsh. We'll go with legends of the highest regard. We'll go with the usual one, just make, make everyone's day that little bit better. But g'day everyone, hope you are all doing really, really well. Welcome to leg 143 of the World Adventure here in the little plane that could. We finally got there. We're finally now going to do this stream after it being postponed twice due to my inability to correctly schedule everything in my life altogether at once. But I do apologise to all of you for obviously having to postpone the stream twice, and obviously as well in the fact that I also moved the time around a little bit on today's stream. But the good news is we've got 2 streams today to make up for the issues with Saturday and yesterday evening. So without further ado, I reckon it's time to jump over into the chat, say a few various words to some various people. Again, not sure why I'm sitting at the GA ramp with a massive tug. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, ladies and gentlemen. That's basically all I can say. So this is also California Dreaming Part 1 of 5.
What I like to do to her, something I call a dirty fuzzy.
So we're going to be heading up out of San Diego, out across over the San Bernardino Valley, then out into the slightly more desert parts of California, before we come back over the San Bernardino Valley, and we're coming along the Californian coast. So Santa Ana, Long Beach, etc. on our way into Los Angeles. So five flight plans for California, including the next flight plan is going to be an island hopper flight plan. So I'm hoping it'll be good. All the islands are pretty close together, so it should be good. Anyway, as I said, I was going to jump into the chat and say a few words. So, Garwin is here. He says, okay, let's get this show on the road. It's been put off long enough and he has to go to bed. Look, Garwin, there's nothing I can do about the fact that you're an old man, alright? Blue Dog says, here we go. Yes, we do. We finally got there, Blue Dog, mate. Appreciate the patience. Welcome to the stream, and hope you're doing really awesome. Cody J is here. He says, hi, g'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are going really well, mate. Hope the weather, the day, life, etc. over in South Australia is treating you well. Well, you know, Garwin, if we see you go off the side of the runway or anything on takeoff, at least we know why. We can't just assume that, well, actually, you may have fallen asleep during takeoff. There's that possibility as well. Blue Dog says the barometer is 2993, which is 0.01 more than, I think, isn't the standard barometer 2992? So, pretty simple on the barometer, really. I most certainly do, Cody. Clips by Matt is here. G'day, Matt. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. Mr. Fozzie is here. G'day, Fozzie. Here's a question for you, Fozzie. Have you performed a Dirty Fozzie in recent times? In real life? And Fozzie says, g'day, everyone. G'day. No idea why I became a North Queenslander, but I did. Yes, we are, Fozzie. So, in the next island hopping stream, we're only journeying from LA to Oxnard, which if you look at your map, you go, right, that's not very far, but we're going out across all the islands off the coast of LA there, including Catalina. Yeah. So, most definitely we will be. It's raining over in SA. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. It's quite nice here at the moment, so I'm hoping once I've finished the stream that I might be able to get the doggos a bit of a walk or something today. Hopefully it stays relatively nice, although I have promised my housemate I'm going to make Reese's cookies. So I better also do that because, yeah, promises are important. Jace Celtus says, hi, g'day Jace, mate, welcome to the stream, hope you're going really, really well. Yes, the Gob Squadron forever, sorry, that's always going to make me laugh when I see Gob. You know why, we've been over this before. I'll get over it eventually, maybe, hopefully, possibly. Actually, I probably won't. We all know what I'm like when it comes to things that are inappropriate and that I should be much more mature about, and I'm definitely not. You've got to have some fun in life, right? Fozzie says, if you've got to ask, you can't afford it. Is somebody trying to buy you, Fozzie? Is that the... Anyway. Yeah, exactly right, Garwin. At heart, we're all trying to be 12 years old still. That's exactly right. Alright, so I've chosen a slightly different livery for the Trinidad for today's stream. And quite simply, the reason is because I forgot that different liveries have different coloured interiors and cockpits. And I don't know about you, but I feel like the tan brown is much nicer than the grey. The dark gunmetal grey that we've been using, so... Might go with why have we got? What's with the stuttering? Why have we got stuttering? What's the deal here? We shouldn't have. God, I didn't have stuttering in the previous stream where I had 60-something tabs open in Chrome and I was still streaming, and then in this one I don't have any of that and we're stuttering. So 2 seconds. Let me figure out because there was that little. Yeah, wow, it keeps dropping down to like 8 and 10 FPS. What's the deal? What is the deal? Let me just have a quick look at, make sure, because I noticed that every time we do a hello Microsoft Flight Simulator, you good there? Could I have my general options, please? No? I'm not allowed my general options. Yeah, that's true, Garwin. There is a lot. You know what? We're just going to roll with it because there is, as Garwin just mentioned, there is a huge amount of online traffic right now here at San Diego, and that's probably contributing to the lack of FPS. If we're still having the problem once we're up in the air, then I'll investigate a little bit further, but hopefully it figures itself out. So do excuse the stutters for the moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, it's just as annoying. In fact, it's probably more annoying for me than it is for you. Simply because it means that when I hit things, maybe they don't always... The lag is intense. I completely forgot about the fact that if you're flying in at California, especially on the West USA server, you usually end up with a lot of traffic surrounding. Alright, let's pull the parking brake on before we spin the thing at the front. Fuel pump in. Make sure we don't forget that, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere. There we go, very nice. Set the barometer. Get the... Okay, well, that'll do. That works. No, probably isn't Fozzie. Probably, although it's... I don't know, I just find it weird because I'm not actually looking at anyone right now other than the inside of the aircraft. I figured we'd probably be getting okay frames, but shows how much I know. Although it does seem to be improving the longer I'm here in the cockpit. So it could have also just been that my PC was doing something in the background, whether it be, you know, an antivirus scan or one of those background things that PCs like to perform without really letting you know that they're doing it, and then it eats up all your processing and GPU power, and you're like, what's going on? And yeah, anyway, it could have been that as well. So I guess without further ado, it's probably time to back it up, which means that we're probably going to need to go outside for this, because this is always hilarious when a running GA aircraft gets a bit of rub and tug from the on-ground equipment here. Like, this is just ridiculous. I do not need a massive Swissport aircraft tug to push out my little Trinidad. I mean, I could basically get out of the cockpit myself, grab hold of the wing and push, and I would probably be quite successful. Oh, this is, yeah. Meanwhile, we've just absolutely churned through the front of the tug there. They're going to have to take it into the mechanic shop for a bit of maintenance. GC Bound says, hello, I am joining in now. Not a problem, GC Bound, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope life is treating you fantastically there, sir. Hopefully school's not being too much of a prick. And yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here, mate. Welcome. Alright, and you'll have plenty of time to jump in as well there, GC Bounds, because I still need to figure out what runway we're going to, taxi out to it, etc. So, we only have 6 knots of wind, which is nice, especially seeing as we are in San Diego, and we're obviously right on the water in the middle of the city. And a GA aircraft with a lot of wind in this part of the world could definitely spell some sort of disaster. Excuse me, little nav map. I've zoomed in for a reason. Don't go zooming out because it's what you want to do. Alright, so I am near the start of runway 27, and runway 27 is in fact the active. We have the wind is directly down the runway, straight at the nose of the aircraft for those on runway 27. So I think that's actually where Fozzie and all that are currently sitting. So that's perfect. Let's jump in. Still haven't managed to get Track IR to work ever since the Canadian World Update. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. In fact, I probably am doing something wrong. But what I'm going to try is, instead of, so I've done the update that Track IR sent out. I'm going to actually try uninstalling and reinstalling it, just to see if it's, you know, just being a piece of software on a Microsoft Windows PC, deciding that sometimes it does want to work and at other times it doesn't want to work. Anyway, so we're going to, what? Airport operations. I didn't even know there was a hospital here. Let alone qualified doctors or nurses. And why are they driving vans on the tarmac? You'd think they'd be attending to medical procedures. Anyway, there you go. Airport operations for you. Either that or airports now require doctoring. Isn't that when you take stuff from somebody? When you no, that's when you dock. That's not when you doctor. Doctor is a completely different role-play task, that's for sure. Right, anyway. We'll leave that one alone, shall we? I may also probably have to... Yeah, actually, now that here I am blindly taxiing just towards Fozzie and Garwin and all that, turns out that they're not on the active runway according to the weather, although they may be on the active runway according to the sim. The active runway is actually here, the one that we were just at. Sorry, whoever was following me there. We're just performing a bit of a U-banger. In the middle of the taxiway. Yeah, you're on 9, not 27. That's interesting. If if the sim put you guys there on runway 9, it wants you to have an almost 10 knot tailwind, which just doesn't seem, yeah. No, it's all good going. It's like, it's not gonna, it's not the be all and end all of, it is after all, it is a sim. It's not real life. You're not gonna, get blown off the runway, etc. Plus, you should be alright in the fact that you don't have rudder pedals. You've got a 10 knot wind to help push you along. that can be the argument. Damn, we've got a bit of hard style right now, playing over the airwaves. Just if you're somebody who knows how to shuffle, now's your cue. I can't. I'm currently taxiing. You have the power to get it up on a runway this long? Yeah, sure. I'm assuming you're probably in your favourite beast, Garwin, of which I actually have downloaded now, paid for and downloaded. But have I installed it? No. Ooh, we get to play a game of chicken here. I'm making progress, Garwin. I'm making progress. Baby steps, because I've got a whole heap of A320 liveries and stuff to throw into the sim, I'll just have to I'll have to do that all in one go. All right, let's. Speaking of going, let's go. I wonder if we can get it up before the end of the displaced threshold. That would be quite interesting. I don't think we can. Whoa, that was... No, but we can get it up at the numbers. There we go. I don't exactly know what happened there whilst I was speaking. It was like a burp, indigestion, reflux, conversation thing all in one. It was really confusing for me, so I don't know what you guys would have thought. Lazarus is here. He's blasting off in his F-35. G'day, Lazarus, mate. Welcome to the stream. Fozzie's still on the ground in his 737, but I'm not so concerned about that because I don't know if you folks have ever seen the performance difference between a Trinidad and a 737, but it is pretty significant. I think Fozzie will have no issues at all in catching us in his 7.3. As we make our way towards 1,000 feet here, but there appears to be no shoes, so I don't know how they managed to measure that one. Alright, so let us... Well, actually not lettuce, that shit's expensive right now. Let's pick another vegetable. I want to go to... Hello? Can I get a little bit of altitude here? Ladies and gentlemen, a little altitude would be great. No, not quite that much altitude. I wanted a little bit of altitude. No, that's not what I wanted. I want... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Geez, this frame rate lag is a little little annoying. I must say, it's a little annoying, but it's okay because as we leave San Diego behind, it will hopefully get better. Right. So as the autopilot does its thing, that gives me an opportunity to sort out my mixture, but there's no bowls involved here. Sorry to disappoint. Bring the propeller back, get those RPMs back, and let's bring the throttle back as well. Get the aircraft out of the yellow zone on the speed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Fozzie, a head start, as I said, a Trinidad versus a 737. I mean, I could, almost be in Los Angeles, like 20 minutes out, and you could probably still gun it from San Diego up to LA and make it at the same time. Straight up the coast, just bang. Over to, as you can see in the distance there, 6.6 nautical miles away, we have William Kelly's Torrey Pines Glider Port. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do like gliding or bush flying and you want a bit of a different experience coming into San Diego, you can find the Torrey Pines Glider Port add-on on flightsim.to, and I highly recommend having a bit of a play around with it. It is a great approach in over the ocean, over a cliff, into the little glider port. Offers spectacular views, especially at sunrise and sunset. Ooh, we are getting some rough frames right now. We are getting some very rough frames. Yes, exactly right, Gal. And there's a couple of really good free gliders as well. As long as people are not looking to have tow planes necessarily, there's some really good free gliders out there. Excuse me. Sorry guys, the doggo's just been absolute asses today. When I woke up this morning, they were out the back playing tug of war with bed sheets that they had retrieved from in the laundry sink. So it's just been a shit show all day with those two. Really, I'm still like, surely the huge number of people that are currently around us is not causing this significant drop in frames, or maybe it is. I don't know. The thing is, we're getting like dips. We're averaging 30, 30, 30, and then it's dropping to like 8. And then 30, 30, 30 drops to 8. So I'm desperately looking through my task manager here to try and find what is going on. My CPU is only at 40-something%, so I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've been here before. Like, we've been here before on Route 66 and all that, and I've never had this much of a frame rate problem before. So I'm a little confused as to why. And it's getting worse as we go, which is I don't think so, Garwin. It's a livery I've used before. Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can bring up my general options. Now it works. Right, so that shouldn't be on quality. That should be on balanced, which is what I had it on. Yep, everything's on high and medium, which is exactly correct. Apply and save. Let's see if we're bringing back DLSS to balanced fixes our problem. No, it doesn't appear to have. That's really, really weird. Guys, I apologize for this. I'm sure it's not very nice viewing for you guys on your end. I'm really, really not sure. I have not had performance this terrible in the sim. Probably... Yeah, probably since last year. Turn down my render scaling.
It's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game.
Where is my render scaling? I can see global rendering quality. I can see terrain LOD, but no render scaling. We can all just pretend we are on dial-up. The render quality, it's all on high. Like, I should have no problem running that at all on high fuzzy in streaming. At one point, like, that's been dropped from where it was. I was streaming in ultra ever since I've come back to streaming. So I've already dropped it down to high. I mean, it could simply be, as Lazarus has mentioned, there is so many people flying right now, but it just doesn't seem right, does it? Especially seeing as we're jumping around all over the shot as well with the camera due to the terrible frame rates. Hopefully it improves as we get further out here, but it's almost like it's trying to do it in 4K, even though I'm not in 4K, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's a very nice sunset occurring, Garwin. I'm just... Anyway, we will obviously we're going to have to let it be right at the moment because, as I said, I've already dropped my graphics by a whole level. I've already increased the priority and task manager of Microsoft Flight Simulator to high. So we're not getting any dropped frames over in Streamlabs. I wonder if this is... No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. No, so Garwin, I did that just then whilst we were... And it's improved the FPS. Yeah, Little Navmap's running on the same computer, but again, that's never been a problem. As I said, look, the most obvious reasoning, Microsoft 2020 will run much better on a lower priority. Oh, okay. Excuse me, Sim, what the hell? Alright, let's try that then, shall I, Garwin? It did increase the FPS, but I don't know if by increasing the FPS it's also... So if I put it back to normal... Just trying to see if there's like a process in my task manager that's using a stupid amount of CPU. No. Is my GPU getting absolutely hammered? No, my GPU is using next to nothing. Why is my GPU only operating at 25% when we've got such low FPS? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't sound right. I feel like the GPU should be absolutely maxed out, no? If we're suffering from frame rate related issues. Wow, I have never seen it this bad before. And I mean, myself and Garwin were flying around New York about a week ago on Ultra Graphics. I was on. We had probably the same number of people in the general area, and we had none of this frame shit. This is very true, Garwin. It could very much be a memory leak from one of the other programs. I wonder. It wouldn't possibly be Volanta, would it? Let's try closing Volanta. Hey, Vruden's here. G'day, Vruden, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. We're just trying to sort out some technical difficulties here in the fact that my frames are just shot to the absolute shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna shut down little nav map as well, which has actually decreased the frames even more. So shutting down Volanta and little nav map has made the frames problem even worse. Yeah, I did. I started with Volanta, it didn't make a difference, and I just shut down little nav map and the problem got worse. So now I'm really confused. Let me shut down the chat bot as well, and I'll bring it back up in a sec. Yes, I want to close the Streamlabs chat bot. Cruising altitude, my is 8,000-ish, 7,500 foot MSA there, GC bounds. Yeah, maybe, Fozzie. Probably, but little nav map is closed. And the frames are worse with little nav map closed than what they were open. This is horrid. I don't know what it's coming through like for you guys, but right now I'm getting like 10, 12 frames a second. I'm actually going to do something here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to, because this is unflyable from my perspective. I can't actually, I can't get the viewpoint right. I can't use the controls correctly because it's just jerky as all hell. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to restart my sim and I'm going to join in at the next airport on the flight plan, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. So if you'll be patient for a couple of minutes, guys, you continue to fly along, and I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon.
You that You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah, falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no, but I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly, no, 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 cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. But I'm not done. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here. And we've been flying high. Are we going too far? I got no cash left and I'm losing my job over you. But I don't care about that. But I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. Yeah, 'cause no one knows if we're just jumping out the window, try to cling on to it. You got me holding on to something I know I can't burn me down. But I don't care about it, 'cause I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. I've been chasing you like the tail of a dog. I don't get no sleep when we kiss in the dark like we do. I just love the way it feels. Yeah, I know it's bad, but I can't resist. When I look in your eyes, I don't know what is real. All I know is that I could go anywhere, anywhere, as long as you're with me. Oh, I'm drunk and I know it, but I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. Yeah, 'cause no one knows if we're just jumping out the window, try to cling on to it. You
Alright. Alright. Well, hopefully it's alright. Garwin, catch you later, mate. All good. Have a good rest, Garwin. Appreciate it. And I know all of you understand that everybody uses the sim and everybody suffers from these problems, but it's annoying when it happens in a stream, especially in a location that you've already tested multiple times and flown in multiple times without a problem before. It's always a bit like, what the? So, yeah, anyway, everything seems to be relatively smooth. I've changed back my livery that I was using to something different, just in case that was in fact the issue. As well, I just figured I'd kill all the birds with the various stones. But as you can see, now we've still got all the people flying around us, but everything is smooth. So I'd say it was very much a combination thing. Hopefully. Anyway, problem appears to be bloody solved now. So let's get back up in the air and join in with all of you wonderful people again. Appreciate all the patience and the fact that you all, hung around and were understanding. And now we've got the problem sorted, at least. That's the famous last words. We'll see if it'll be interesting to see, actually, when we head back towards LAX, whether the problem becomes a problem again. Whether the problem becomes a problem again. You know what I mean. But for the moment, let's just enjoy the fact that everything seems to be under control. As we do a flyover of Mr. GC Bounds as he's making a departure here out of Palm Springs. So I must say, really nice part of the world out here at Palm Springs. Just on the edge of is it called the San Bernardino Valley? I think it is. Or the San Bernardino Pass, or it's one of those. Right, so I need to remove the yoke. Can I remove the yoke? There we go, thank you. I was going to say, now it's not going to allow me to remove the yoke. Bloody hell, what's going to be next? Yep, and then I want altitude. Yep, so we're going to do that. And then I want to go up in altitude. If you could allow me to do that, that would be fantastic. Oh, too far, like that. Let's go up at... There we go. Right. So far, so good. Let's balance all the mixtures and the prop and all that and the throttle, and then if we're still so far so good after that, I'll take it. I will take it. Beautiful. Bring the flaps in. Right. Well, looking good at this point. Very, very nice part of the world. Although, is that correct, ladies and gentlemen, that this valley is just literally Valley of the Wind turbines as far as the eye can see? Or has the sim overdone it? If anyone's actually seen this in real life, could you let me know, because that seems extreme. That's pretty accurate? Okay, cool. Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure that that wasn't potentially part of the issue with the sim. It's just proceeded to load in 500,000 wind turbines. But whatever, look, the problem appears to be solved, and I think I know what the problem was. So, in my Google Chrome, I had a second window open where I was keeping all my flightsim.to tabs for my various A320 liveries, sceneries, 146 liveries, all the things I was planning on downloading over the next few days. And what I hadn't done is I hadn't allowed each tab to load. They were just sitting there, like I'd opened the Chrome and they were just sitting there. So I reckon that was probably contributing to a memory leak, because as soon as I allowed them all to load and then shut down that particular window, solved. Vruden says, I don't have a flight plan. What's the nearest ICAO? The nearest ICAO is, it is either Kilo November Papa X-Ray or Kilo Papa Sierra Papa, Vruden. So we just took off from Kilo Papa Sierra Papa, which is Palm Springs. We're going to clear this mountain. Okay. GC Bound says, one fun event that has happened since I was last on one of the streams was I got a 2022 Ford Bronco. I see. The Ford Bronco. Isn't that car famous for all the wrong reasons? Because of a particular owner or something back in the 90s? I mean, I know they're very different cars now. But congratulations, GC Bounds. Just everyone, I guess, or, at least myself, who we don't have the Ford Bronco in Australia, so we automatically associate that with, what's his name? The one who made the Ford Bronco famous. I'm sure somebody will pop it in the chat in a second. 29 Palms, which is the next airport. That is Kilo November X-Ray Papa. We're about halfway between both of them, though, so either one works. Oriental James? Oh, yes! Yes, it is. It is. OJ. Yeah. Orange juice guy. Yeah. Sorry, forgot about, I was like, who the hell is Oriental James? No, that's OJ guy. Orange juice. Pulp free, I'm assuming he is. We're cutting it nice and fine with getting over these mountains, I must say. If the Trinidad had a TCAS system right now, it would literally be screaming at me, knocking on the cockpit instruments going, hey, dickhead, climb! I might actually need to increase my climb rate, though, I must say. Vruden says he'll get on at 29 Palms. Not a problem at all, Vruden. We're 21 nautical miles out from that anyway, so that's probably a great place for you to jump on at. We're still going to struggle to clear this bit. All I can say is I'm lucky I've got a turbocharged GA plane for this, because otherwise we would have well and truly become part of one of those mountainside areas. We should, I'd love... You know how you can get different GPSs that are voiced by various celebrities, etc. I'd love a TCAS and a GPWS for an aircraft that could do different celebrities, because you can guarantee that I would 100% have Gordon Ramsay, so that when I'm getting close to terrain or whatever, or I've got aircraft in the general vicinity, he's just going to be like, donkey, terrain! Anyway, GC Bounds says, I threw a picture in the general chat in Discord. I'm assuming that this is in relation to your Bronco. Let's have a look. General. Hey! Very nice, GC Bounds. Now what you need to do, GC Bounds, is in all the various racing games that you may or may not play, you need to buy a Ford Bronco and paint it in your real life scheme, and then that's your race car. So you can legally race your Ford Bronco in a simulation setup without dying from, you know, not that racing in real life is that particularly dangerous, but racing on the roads is. Raj says, good morning, Raj, mate, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing really well. So I'm not going to land at 29 Palms just because obviously it's taken me this long to climb up to cruising altitude, but I will obviously land or at the various other locations along the way. GC bounce. So we should be, hang on, let's remove Discord so I can actually look at little nav map. We are just, as you'll be able to see by what so we are currently over the Joshua Tree National Park. Now, everybody, make sure that whilst we are flying over the Joshua Tree National Park, you keep an eye out for U2, the band. Just because obviously that was the album that they forced onto all of us through Apple iTunes back in the day. We also have our main man, Roy Williams, down on the ground. He's been converted into an airport. I didn't realise that was a thing, but I guess in today's day and age, with all the various genders and stuff that people could be, he's decided to identify as an airfield, so that's cool. Now there's another thing that I would like to try. Let me see if I can make it happen in the 29 Palms, California, USA. Cool. Right, that's what I want, and then I want to do it in satellites, please, maps, and here. And then I want to go for some street view, please. Right, there we go. That's what I want. Wow, there is not much in 29 Palms, is there? Okay, fair enough then. So the idea is still in play, but not at 29 Palms because there's actually nothing there. Right, let's try that one. Come on, load up. Let's get it together. Get it together. Alright, that's better. It'll all make sense in a moment here, ladies and gentlemen, when I figure out what the hell I'm doing. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we will have a bit of a thing, let's call it a thing, along the way at the various places we do visit. Hopefully I can get it to work with Streamlabs. There's Dick Dale's Sky Ranch over there to the right. Whoever Richard Dale is. 29 Palms is in a military area. Yeah. Can kind of see that now. That I mean, the name sounded nice, so that's why I was like, oh yeah, I'll add that to the flight plan. That sounds like a cool place. And now that we're here, it's just literally a bit of desert. And Roy Williams and his mate Dick Dale. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get shot out of the sky for entering a military area. It's where the Marines train. Okay. Actually, that's not really that surprising because you guys would probably remember if you came along on the Phoenix to San Diego flight, we flew over a part of the desert where they trained the Air Force and stuff. So I guess it makes sense that in the same desert at a different location, they a little bit down the road is where they train the Marines. Due to budget cutbacks, it's now 23 Palms. And then over there on your right as well, you'll see, ladies and gentlemen, that you have an airport where you can practice your crosswind landings called crosswinds. It's also where the wind is quite angry. It's quite cross. It used to be 35 palms. Right, so continuous budget setbacks then, Vruden. Fozzie says there's a bombing range out there. A proving ground, it's where we like to blow things up. Well, look, Fozzie, I must say, at least in the United States, you have progressed with the way you like to blow things up, and you've at least found a location in the middle of the desert that's not a country in the Middle East or Japan during the Second World War. So, congratulations on your progress. I think it might be my sim that's got a memory leak going on at the moment, because as this flight has gone on, we have got worse and worse frames, and now we're running into the same issue that we were running into earlier on. So it appears that my sim may have developed a memory leak of some sort. Palm trees just got very expensive. Well, it doesn't even look like there's any palm trees out here, Vruden, so they must have got really expensive. So expensive that they've proceeded to remove them all and sell them on the black market. Pick a heading you try. Vruden, we're just following the flight plan, my good sir. Oh, you've already landed in LA, Fozzie? Okay, so Fozzie definitely didn't decide to join us on our various run around the outside version that we've got here of Southern California. Is this Southern California? I feel like this is Southern California. Below LA is SoCal, yeah? Hey, Swift Bunny is here, but he's retracted his message, so I'm not exactly sure what he said. But anyway, Swift Bunny or Horse Dog or Horse Bunny, like I've referred to you before. Swift Dog as well, I guess, works. Either one, whatever you want to go by, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I do need to just go and grab myself some water. The effects on the tongue from 2 coffees in the morning are starting to take hold, so I shall return in a moment with some water. Fozzie says anything below San Francisco is Southern California. Oh, okay, fair enough then, Fozzie. That makes sense. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of memory leak going on here. I'm assuming from the sim, because as I said, it's only developing as the sim goes along. It's really weird. Really weird. Anyway, it hasn't got super bad yet, so we'll keep on flying, and if it does get super bad, well, who's the star of super bad again? Isn't it, wow, what Alright, let's... Yeah, it's definitely not my Google Chrome now, that's for sure. It can't be. It's only using 6 gigabytes of memory now. There must be some sort of, yeah, there has to be. There has to be. Because I'm using 30 gigabytes of memory. But according to Task Manager, I should only be using 14 gigabytes of memory. So there's a memory leak. Somewhere. Well, that's really annoying. Hey, Mitty is here. He says, I'm awake now. Well, Mitty, I think that makes you the only one, because I'm not. I'm most definitely not awake yet. But, yeah, as I said, we are dealing with a pretty significant memory leak right now, it appears. Basically, whatever my task manager says we are using double. And if I look in my task manager under performance, it says that we are using 30 gigabytes of memory, but that we have 32.6 gigabytes cached memory, and total committed memory is 73.4 gigabytes. Meaning there's definitely a memory leak in there, because the PC thinks we need 73.4 gigabytes of RAM right now, which is not normal. Hey, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer is here. G'day, Shane, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going awesome. You can actually chat on the phone during most other streamers. I can't chat on lives. What do you mean? Sorry, Mitty? That confused the hell out of me. Chris is here. He says, where are we heading? I'm about to load up. So our next waypoint in 26 nautical miles is Barstow Daggett. I'll chuck flight plan in the chat for you there, Chris. And what you can do is from Barstow, you've got all the other waypoints listed, so you'll be able to figure out where we're going. So Barstow is Kilo Delta Alpha Golf, to give you an idea of where our next point is. Alright, let's try. If I do... Hello, PC. I do not have the F117 Nighthawk Swift Bunny, but Lazarus popped a photo in the Discord for me a day ago, 2 days ago, something like that. It looks cool AF. I do need to get my hands on it, that is for sure. No. So Shane, I believe that my sim is having a memory leak, because my task manager is saying that we should only be using 15 gigabytes, but my cached RAM is 73.4 gigabytes right now, which means it's actually like stealing extra RAM from the hard drive space. Like it's just a complete nightmare right this second. And it's just increasing. I am definitely using Streamlabs OBS, Shane. Absolutely. Is this, I know that there's currently an issue with Streamlabs OBS, YouTube, and people streaming. So you might be about to tell me that, or answer my question for me, which would be great to get a better understanding of what the issue is. Oh! That makes more sense now, Mitty. That's also really weird. Like some streamers just don't have chat? Is that potentially, or is it just an error on your end? Yeah, so Vruden, I do plan on landing at all the other places on the way, but this issue with frame rates and memory leaks is really annoying. Encode. So Shane says, encode OBS from the CPU. The new NVIDIA drivers have made a mess of OBS, in my opinion. Interesting. So, settings, stream, output. Ah, I see what you mean, Shane. The encoder has been changed as well to a new version of the encoder within OBS. Right. Okay. So I don't want NV, E, and C. Alright, give me a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. The stream will go buffering, but this should actually solve the problem, so give me a moment. It hasn't fixed the problem. It's in fact made it worse. Made it significantly worse. It's most definitely worse. Shockingly bad. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Let's try another thing. Nope. Still hasn't fixed the problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure right now. I've tried all the encoders in Streamlabs. We've shut down all the Google Chrome things I had open. We've restarted the sim. I've changed my NVIDIA GPU settings to performance so that It pushes all the performance towards the sim. I'm confused on well, no, I'm clearly not landing at Barstow, Vruden, because I'm trying to deal with technical difficulties. Yeah. not to state the goddamn obvious, but I'm going to state the goddamn obvious. Yeah, correct, Wes. It's pronounced Vadrun, remember? That's the way that Shane made Vruden so popular. No, it's not your fault, Shane. Everybody's trying to assist me. We've tried so many various things, and I greatly appreciate everything. It just seems like there is some sort of memory leak within the sim. Because all the other programs have already been fiddled with, you know? So yeah, I can only assume there is some sort of memory leak in the sim causing issues for me right now, and the only way it appears to be able to fix that is to, in fact, shut down my whole PC and restart it, which I don't really want to do mid-stream. But if it keeps getting worse, I may actually do it, because it's not going to take me very long. In fact, we just passed Barstow. The next part is San Bernardino is the next airport. I'm wondering if I can achieve exactly that before everybody gets to San Bernardino. Because if this is the frames we're getting in the desert, when we get to LA and try and land, may as well show you a slideshow in PowerPoint of what the sim looks like, because it's basically going to be a carbon copy. Oh god, somebody's in a hot air balloon. They've released a hot air balloon in the sim. Uh-oh. Are we going to see hot air balloons doing 500 knot high speed passes? I bloody hope we are. I missed that. Yeah, alright, so, guys, 2-3 minutes the stream will be buffering for. I'm going to do a complete restart of the PC, and I'm going to come in at San Bernardino. If you are flying along, jump in, keep flying along, should I say. I will jump in at San Bernardino. I will be as quick as I possibly can, but I'm determined to solve this problem before we get to LA, so that I actually can complete the stream in some way, shape or form. Alright. For the second time in the stream, although the first time all we did was restart the sim, we are in the middle of a restart, but so far everything seems to be smooth, although that did happen last time as well after we restarted the stream, and then it got progressively more shit the further we flew along. So, fingers crossed, touch all the various bits of wood that are available, except not that one because that's inappropriate on a YouTube stream. And let's hope that we can at least finish the last 40 minutes or so of flying without having more memory leak frame related issues. Cool, alright. Cool, get rid of the yoke there because it's always quite obstructive. Alright, so I'm just trying to see where everyone is. So Fozzie's there, Blue Dog's there. Right, so you guys are not far from San Bernardino at all, so I will get up off the ground. Yeah. Oh, okay, if you're 12 nautical miles out, I might just, I might let you guys come in and do your landings before I try and run away from you. So far, and I don't mean the one that you sit on and recline, looks good. Looks like we might be okay. Hopefully. Could just have been that my PC just had a memory leak from it within Windows. Who knows? So Fozzie's in the TB30. Nice Fozzie. I haven't seen anyone fly that in a fair while now. And Blue Dog's in the Bonanza, I think. That's what the BE36 is. So we've got backup accounts flying along as well, some with themselves in the sim. Obviously somebody else is having some issues within the sim. Fly the World Now, I don't know if they're part of the flight. The only reason I'm questioning that is because they're flying the same aircraft as Blue Dog is. But Blue Dog and Fozzie right now are putting their passengers under some significant eardrum strain with how quickly they are descending. Holy shit. Especially Blue Dog right now. If I was a passenger on Blue Dog's aircraft, it'd be like, hey, Mr. Pilot, sir, is everything okay? Now, I think I saw Vruden ask before that I have a stream in 7 hours' time. Will I make it? Yes. Yes, I will. Matt is almost directly over San Bernardino. For some reason I can't see you, Matt, unless you're like directly above me, which would then make sense as to why I can't see you. Alright, Blue Dog is about to come in for his arrival here at San Bernardino. In he comes, in he comes. Clip us on the way through. Oh no, he managed to miss us. Very nice, Blue Dog, very nice. Fozzie, not far out now as well. As soon as Fozzie does come down, we will go all top, well, I was going to say we'll go Top Gun. Not quite. We'll go Top Gun by TB21 standards, which is a little bit underwhelming compared to the actual Top Gun, but still fun. So one thing I am currently trying to make work behind the scenes, and hopefully we can get it to work in this stream, is we will do some street view of, so two points of interest that we're going to be flying past on this stream is the Griffith, let's try that again, not the Griffith, the Griffith Observatory and the Getty Museum. So we'll try and bring those up on Street View, and I'll also try and do a bit of Street View of LA as well, so we can get just a bit more of an in-depth view as to what we are arriving into. I figured that was something that a few people may appreciate for the World Adventure, seeing as the World Adventure is all about, well, seeing the world. Alright, you are Fly the World now. That makes so much more sense, Matt. That makes so much more sense. Fozzie is the only one on this plane. Oh, okay, that's alright then, Fozzie. Fly like a maniac, then. Anybody who's wanting to land at San Bernardino right now, who's not currently part of the stream, is probably like, what is this dickhead doing at the end of the runway just chilling? I know I certainly don't like it when people do that. Now, I guess you could say that, well, that makes you a bit of a hypocrite. Yeah, it does. It's an interesting turn that you've got going on there, Fozzie. A little bit late, and then you started climbing mid-turn. I'm not judging your flying, Fozzie, at all. Just saying. Vruden says he's pissed because the H135 doesn't do 161 on an autopilot anymore. Ah. But weren't we saying, Vruden, that when you were doing 161 on autopilot that it was highly unrealistic and they'll probably change it? Very modest, yes, absolutely. Mitty, that's me, the master of modesty. Nice, Fozzie, looks really good, mate. All right, Fozzie and Blue Dog have done their various duties, so let's. Geez, I make it sound like they had, some big thing that they had to, big task they had to complete, but no. There we go. Gear up. Smooth sim. Let's go. See the last little bit of Southern California here. Hopefully we can have a smooth rest of the stream here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you're listening, give us something, Matt, you are welcome to do whatever you would like. I probably won't, just because I'm taking off from San Bernardino and it's 15 nautical miles or 18 nautical miles straight out to Ontario. But I will, assuming we don't run into any more problems, I will most definitely land at Santa Ana. I will most definitely land at Long Beach. I will most definitely do a touch and go at Compton as well, because I was meant to do I was meant to perform a landing at all three airports that we've flown past, and all three airports so far we've come across the issue with memory leak. So alright, cool, that's that, pull that out, that back, shut up ATC, I'm not even using you, just because the sim decides by default that you must use ATC if you don't start at the terminal in cold and dark, is not my problem. Alrighty. So. Vruden says, I don't know about all that. I got in an argument with the developer at 1 a.m. Oh god, Vruden. Because he nerfed it so... he nerfed it, should I say, so I can't carve it around at full speed as soon as I clear the runway. Ah! That's, well, it sounds like a bit of a personal problem, and one that you created there, Vruden, by having an argument with a developer. So, I have absolutely no sympathy for you whatsoever. Sorry, mate. Oh, don't worry, Fozzie. I'm just stirring the pot. I could see that there was fog. Just stirring the pot, being an ass, basically. Mainly because I highly expect all of you to do the same to me if I was performing a shit landing as well. Not that your landing was bad, Fozzie. It was just your approach was different. I do not have the TB30, Fozzie, no. I've been investing my dollars in the study level payware aircraft that I hadn't picked up for 6 months' time because I obviously hadn't been doing any streaming. Yep, correct, Fozzie. The 737 I still need to get my hands on. And the Twin Otter I still need to get my hands on. Pretty sure I've got... Oh, and I don't have the Mad Dog either, but I'm still on the fence about the Mad Dog because the reviews are mixed. And it's very expensive for an aircraft that's got mixed reviews. But yeah, so I'm not including the Mad Dog. I have to get the Twatter, and I have to get the one of the 737s. I believe I have all the others now, the payware study level aircraft. Vruden in his Tomcat down there. That's a very interesting looking H-135 helicopter you've got there, Vruden. Yeah, Fozzie, a few people have said that to me. They bought the MD-80 because it was hyped and it was quite expensive and it was, being viewed as a study-level payware aircraft. So, everybody's like, ooh, study-level payware aircraft. It was, it was coming in before the 737, before the BAE 146. So I know a lot of people who bought it and then flew it and were a bit like, yeah, it's good. But it's not great or amazing. It's not a bad... No, you're right. It's not a bad plane. It's just... I don't... Like, in Australia, it is $100 for the plane. It's as expensive as buying 2 or 3 PMDG 737s. So, it's sort of, a bit like... I can get 3 PMDG planes or 1 MD-80. If you do want to learn how to fly it at any point, though, Fozzie, I know for a fact Wes can show you. He is the MD-80 and the DC-6. He is a master. Oh, and the BAE 146 as well, actually, now that I think about it. He's the one who taught me how to fly that. But, yeah, if you are interested in learning how to fly it, that's your man to speak to. As we pass over Ontario Airport, but we're not in Canada, so... I feel like I don't need to be at 7,500 feet here. So we'll bring our altitude back down to about 5,000, nice and slow. Especially seeing as we're going to be heading over to Long Beach and Santa Ana and all that. I obviously want to be able to have a nice viewpoint across the city of LA. There we go, passing over Ontario, heading towards Chino. So you can look for all the 40-year-old dads in their long pants as we fly over there. Fozzie, so I'm currently in the process of editing a few of the flight plans for Oregon. If you have any suggestions of parts that we most definitely need to fly over, let me know, because I obviously want to add them in to flight plans. And that does actually bring me to another point. I actually have somebody that I need to thank directly on stream. So, as a lot of you may or may not know, I have taken back the administration side of the channel, the flight planning, etc., just because it was getting, with the volatility of my job, the change in time zones, the fact that, you know, life sometimes just crops up and things come up, etc. It was just getting way too difficult to have, you know, and it was unfair on Calling Pigeon to continuously be screwing him around, stuffing him over, swapping around, having him sacrifice sleep for things to change last minute. So I made the executive decision just so he can go back to enjoying being, flying, simming, etc., and having fun side of things. I took the administration side thing back from him, but I'd like to take this moment to publicly thank him for absolutely everything that he's done over the last 18 months for the channel, with the flight planning, the behind the scenes administration, the numbers. He's done an absolutely incredible job, and you know, if there's ever the opportunity in the future for him to for time zones to be a little bit kinder, and him to, you know, potentially have the opportunity to get involved in the flight planning side of things, well, that is something that we can have a conversation about later on. But yeah, I really wanted to just take the time to say thank you very much, Calling Pigeon, for everything you've done for the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I'm sure everybody shares the same viewpoint. I'm sorry that it ended up in the way it did, but I know for a fact that the continuous changes and unreliability and swapping around and moving stuff and postponing stuff, etc., was not fun or enjoyable for you, and therefore I didn't think it was fair, and therefore that's why I made the decision that I did. Yeah, anyway, just wanted to address that for everyone, and hopefully Calling Pigeon does see this, and I will also make a post in the Discord just thanking him as well for everything that he has done. Right, so that's all sorted. Yeah, just wanted to address that. So our next point is going to be John Wayne Airport there in Santa Ana. So we will be landing at John Wayne. 100% we will be landing at John Wayne. And then we'll be keeping it nice and low as we fly up the Californian coast towards LA, over Huntington and Newport, Sunset, Belmont, Long Beach, Compton, etc. And we're starting to get stutters again, starting to get stutters again. Da, 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 da. There's definitely a memory leak in the sim. There has to be. How can there not be? Because it progressively gets worse as we fly. I don't know where this memory leak has come from. I don't know how it's developed. I haven't changed anything in the sim since I last streamed and we didn't have a problem with memory leaks. So, yeah. It's always fun when new things get thrown at you, but we're going to attempt anyway to land here at Santa Ana despite the memory leak. And don't worry, I'm not going to try and restart the sim or the PC for a third time. We've tried that twice now. It hasn't solved the problem. Therefore, it's not going to solve the problem. Therefore, there's no point in me wasting my time and your time trying to needlessly do something that has been proven to be ineffective. So we're just going to deal with it. And then I don't know what I'll do between now and the stream later on today, but I'll obviously have to figure out something to try and solve the issue. Now, I've heard that pre-COVID, Santa Ana John Wayne Orange County Airport, I believe, was used by a few long-haul low-cost carriers as a cheap entry point for landing fees and stuff into LA. If somebody knows anything more about that, that would be absolutely great. To, you know, who, what, like, again, this is just a rumor that I've heard. Who was it? Does anybody know? Obviously, because I'm hand flying right now, I can't go and Google it. I mean, Fozzie, you can definitely make something for me. You don't have to make something, though. A simple, like, just a few points in Oregon. Because I've already got some flight plans made up, but I just obviously want to edit them with points. Unless you just want to come to me with flight plans for Oregon, and I'll use yours instead, because you're the Oregon expert. I'll take either, honestly, mate. Like, whatever's easiest for you. Alright, so we are a little bit high here, so we're going to...
We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack. Words that we can't take back. We are the reason.
Alright, I'm going to go full flaps, no power, and we're going to slow this thing right down and try and slip it in here to Santa Ana, Orange County. Right, we don't need to slip it in anymore. There we go. God, the frames is causing me all sorts of issues. This is probably going to be one of the worst landings you're probably going to see me perform in the sim. I'll be completely honest right now. The frames are causing me a serious problem. Oh, it's just gone smooth again. That's weird. Gotta love the fact that there's a Qantas Link A320 on the ground here at Santa Ana. I feel like that's it's a repositioning flight, right? Oh, okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Yeah, pretty buttery, Mitty. I must say, I'm surprised by how buttery that was, considering the amount of jerkiness and all that I'm dealing with. And unfortunately, it's not the right type of jerky either. It's not even the delicious dried meat version. That's probably the most annoying part. If it was the dried meat version, at least I'd have some snacks to deal with the frustration of the frame rates. I'm amazed how much extra concentration is required on my behalf when the frame rates are bad for doing this sort of stuff, because everything takes so much longer. It's just cheap butter, Mitty. That's what we can. What's the the supermarket branded butter that you get in the 250 gram cubes? That was what that landing was. It was a supermarket home brand butter. None of that Lurpak or anything like that. No, not in a hurry at all, Vruden. I quite enjoy doing touch and goes at the airports. You guys are more than welcome to do full stop landings. You all know that I fly usually very slowly. I just like touch and goes. Sometimes us pilots need a beer. Vruden, again, that sounds like a bit of a personal issue on your behalf there, mate. You haven't stocked your pilot fridge before you left. I mean, as we have cars driving through the water below us there, that's interesting. frames for days, or lack of frames for days. Hey, Torstay, g'day. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. It's a pleasure to have you here. Swift Bunny says, do you get black and gold butter? I do not. Mainly gold butter's out of my budget, and black butter is moldy.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the
If to anyone who has just joined the stream, please ignore the lack of frames. We're having memory leak issues, and I'm not prepared to restart the sim for a third or fourth time or whatever it will be to try and solve the problem once more. So we're just gonna deal with it.
when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind.
So our next touch and go / landing is going to be up here at Long Beach. Make sure you do keep an eye out on the left-hand side for a nice long beach. If there isn't one, sue Los Angeles for false advertising. I don't know. Torstay, I am doing good, except for a little bit of frustration with the sim with these continuous memory leak issues that have just appeared from nowhere without me changing anything. Bruton says, okay, well, the wife's mouth is in gear. Is in gear or on the gear? And I know this is only the beginning. I'll be back, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm about to, I'm heading towards Long Beach for a touch and go. Matt? We'll see if I can do just as good job of a touch and go as I did just before at Santa Ana with this lovely, lovely frames. No, it wouldn't happen. Fucking hell, Bruden. Most definitely that would not solve the problem. Turn the resolution down on YouTube. No, the problem is on my end, good sir. I appreciate your attempts and all that to solve it. Hey, William Kelly is here. G'day, William, mate. Welcome to the stream. Is anybody else having... Before I go any further, is anybody else having issues with frame rates and memory leaks in LA? Hope you're going well though, William.
Better say something that will change my mind.
Wonder if we might actually do a flapless touch and go here at Long Beach, because we are coming in a little hot. Well, actually very hot.
I don't know how to enjoy it every time you
LA sucks, you've known that for 2 years.
I suppose that
Yeah, but like within the sim or just in general, Vruden? Like, what are you...
we won't stand a chance.
Because I know that there's people out there who hold many various opinions about California and LA. Bought yourself about 7 minutes there, Vruden. Well, 7 minutes is better than nothing, isn't it? In the sim? Okay. It's amazing that they've managed to create great performance over at New York.
Better say something that will blow my mind. If I have learned one thing, it's wasting time. I don't know
I must say though, there's definitely been some sort of false advertising. I don't see any long beaches anywhere near this airport. San Diego is playing LA in the baseball playoffs this week. You hate LA. William, why do I find that everyone who doesn't live in LA or doesn't like LA, and people who don't live in California don't like California? There we go. Not bad for a flapless landing, I must say. Wow, okay, that's about to fall off the bloody runway. Sorry, I saw your comment, Vruden. I just need to make sure that I'm not going to crash back into the ground before I try and read it. Yeah, up. Vruden says, Bryce, I bought a new gaming rig, an i9 12900 KS, clocked to 4.9. Damn. That's pretty decent, Vruden. I clearly need two 3080s running together to maintain smoothness in LA. So our next, I'm just going to fly over our next airport, but nice and low. What we're going to be at our next airport, just because it's 4 nautical miles, and to get to the runways I'd have to go out and around and in. So we're just going to do a nice low pass. But ladies and gentlemen, you'll probably recognize the next airport and the location of the next airport. So the next airport is actually Compton. So I guess you could say we're straight out of Compton. Or anybody who's doing a touch and go or a landing at Compton is literally going to be straight out of Compton. Oh, okay, Vruden. So you got a 3080 Ti. Fair enough. Right now, with Microsoft Flight Simulator and VR running, it feels like a space heater. It absolutely would. Yeah, for sure. There we go. Compton, you can see the famous Compton courthouse there, sitting up out of the terrain over there. That building, made so famous in the movie Straight Out of Compton. And then you have Compton Airport as well, which I've never seen a small GA airport with two massive displaced thresholds and all sorts of interesting little hangars. They really did sort of just pick a strip of land in the city and go, oh yeah, that'll do, that's a good place for an airport. And you know what, Swift Bunny? That's the great thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator, is if you can't come at, you know, throwing the money that is required at a gaming PC these days, especially one that can play Microsoft Flight Simulator in the way that it's intended, well, you've got the Xbox. I should listen to the album Straight Outta Compton from the 80s. The album? I was aware that NWA did a song, but I didn't realise there was an album from the 80s about it. God, these frames are getting so bad. I wonder if I can, I wonder if I pull down my frame rate lock. So the refresh rate on this monitor is 60 Hertz. I wonder if I bring it down to 30, frame rate lock at 30, if that might help to solve the issue a little bit, possibly. No, it doesn't really seem to have done anything at all. Good, great, fantastic. Oh, they did a whole album. There you go. Never really a rap fan, but the lyrics are hardcore. Yeah, they would be, Bruden. They absolutely would be. That whole album that they did, though, mate. Are you sure that's not from the early 90s? Yeah, absolutely. There's, you know, cruising down the street in my sixth fall. I can't remember the name of that song, which is really bad. And then you've got, obviously, the song that NWA became incredibly famous for. And that was, obviously, The Police. Hey, Nick Hansen is here. He says, "Sup, nerds?" Sup, Nick? How you going, mate? I don't know why we're doing the rock on thing, but do the prosper or whatever the hell I don't know. I'm not a Trekkie. It's something. Live long and prosper. There we go. You love Eazy-E? Yeah, Eazy-E is great. He's a really, really good rapper. Getting a great viewpoint of if we can do it with the wonderful frame jerkiness. Getting a good viewpoint of the city of LA right now as we make our way along here off the right hand side of the aircraft. In fact, let's well, never mind. I was going to say let's do a nice viewpoint from inside the aircraft, but nope. It's not going to win. Not going to win any points there. Correct, Vruden. Absolutely you are. You go and be whatever you want to be, mate. Don't let anyone stand in your way. Of course. I mean, and you know what else helps you think of lyrics is if you put them into Google. Nick says, I stuffed Star Trek fans in lockers back when I was in high school. Cool. I honestly don't know how to respond to that without being a complete dick, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no.
So right now we're going to observe the Griffith Observatory. The observatory is going to be observed.
I can't say these, cause my last name ain't Ken. Cooking on the stove, that's the way you pay the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she pays the wish. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah, yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check cause it's hard.
I feel like Blue Dog had a better idea than I did of the way to approach the Griffith Observatory, I must say.
That's why we going ghost. I ain't trying to stay up on that wide road, cause I can't let them take my soul.
Well, they've done a pretty good job of it in the sim, handcrafting it. I must say, it looks, not that it's a good way of explaining that something looks the way it should, but it looks exactly like it does in GTA 5. So... Alright, we need to lose some altitude here.
That K got a drum. like murder and booming.
Because the weather is very much rolling in LA.
Gon' see you to hate this. People I'm saying get what I'm painting. A picture big, I call it little baby. If I'm on the board, then we playing chess. If you on my way, you gon' need a vest. Act big, you might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called a body for a Maserati. He told him get about the car, hit him with the shot.
Come on.
That 12 gauge gave him life.
Come on.
Great. I tried to write him, but
Bring it down.
Page. I caught him slipping. I just had to let him know. Ain't the end of times yet. I know, but it's getting close. These demons really out to get you, so you better guard your post. There's certain things I could probably let go, but I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. I can't let them take my soul.
Come on, you God, this is so annoying. There we go. Beautiful. Let's pull some speed right out because we are going way too fast. Come on, let's lose some of that altitude, aircraft. Let's go down. Come on. It's very hard to use the autopilot when it's so, everything is so laggy. We're not even going to be able to see the bloody museum because it took me so long to get the autopilot to do this. A Uno reverse card on the observatory. Come on, give me a break in the clouds or something, you pricks. Something? Maybe? Come on, I can like half see the ground. Let's break out the other side. We've got 1 nautical mile to do this. Come on. I should have just done that hand flying. But just hand flying is a nightmare right now with the bloody frames. Oh, here we go. We've popped out of the clouds. Sort of. Come on. Well, you can sort of see the Getty Museum there. Not exactly the way I wanted to see it, but it'll have to do. Alright, so the actives at LA are 6 left, 6 right, 7 left, 7 right. So coming in over the water, we are 8 nautical miles out. Santa Monica's just off to the right-hand side there. So what I might do now is I'll take manual control and we will put the propeller forward, put the mixture forward. I'll take manual control and we'll try and head out over Santa Monica Pier coming into LA. So bad on the frames. Bloody hell. I'm going to figure out as well, I've got to figure out why my sim refuses to use more than about 40% CPU and 30% GPU as well. I need to check that. Figure out what's going on there. Yeah, no, we're having issues with memory leaks, Nick. On my end, We've tried all the various programs that I'm running alongside the sim, and it turns out it is in fact the sim. But we've done 3 restarts and we're still running into the same problem after about 10 minutes of flying. So I've just sort of given up on trying to fix the problem, and instead we're just dealing with it because we only had about half an hour of flying left. But I will obviously jump in and try and fix the problem once we are on the ground and then the stream is over here at LA. It should be something simple, you would think, hopefully. So as you can see there, off to our right is the Santa Monica Pier, which appears, haha, to disappear into the water, which is interesting. I feel like that's not the whole idea of a pier. It's not meant to go underwater. But anyway, I'm not an expert. And then off to the left-hand side in a moment, we should have Venice Beach. So that's Venice Beach there. Off to our left, we have the Marina del Rey, which is like Lana Del Rey, except it's designed for boats and not singing. God, it's almost unplayable at this point. The sim is almost unplayable. Unplayable as well. So Nick, Swift Bunny uses Xbox as well. Flying Frog plays on the Xbox as well. I am flying the damn plane, Vruden. In case you hadn't figured that out yet, this is what this is. This is flying the damn plane. We have asparagus fungus, which sounds interesting. Oh yeah, I love watching PowerPoint slideshows. Don't know about you guys. Get an itchy nose on final approach. That's always fun. Come on. Come on. Let me land here at LA and then I'll fix the problem, Sim. Whatever the problem is, you can stop yelling at me about it. I am completely out of control on this landing. Oh my God. Still managed to do butter somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, but I did. I'm just basically going to get off the runway here ASAP so that we stop moving, so that we stop having... Jeez, what is going on? I have no idea, Mitty. I have no idea. Bloody luck. That's how. Luck. Yeah, I'm not sure how I did. Vruden's about to have a seizure. How do you think I feel, Vruden? I've already had one. That was not pleasant at all. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LA. And that does bring us to the end of California Dreaming Part 1 and also the end of Leg 143 of the World Adventure here in the little plane that could. Ladies and gentlemen, to all of you who did come along, whether you flew with us, whether you were in the chat, I appreciate every single one of you very, very much. I also appreciate all of you for your patience and your understanding with the multiple restarts of the sim and the stream and the issues with frame rates and the memory leaks, etc, etc. I will now go and try and fix that before this evening's stream, obviously. I will keep you all up to date in the Discord. It should be completely fine. In fact, it probably will be. I'll just load the sim up at another airport and everything will be all good. But ladies and gentlemen, hope you did enjoy. Thank you very much for being here. If you haven't clicked that like button or the subscribe button yet, why are you sleeping on that, bro? Show it some love. Appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you all this evening. Wherever you are in the world, look after yourself. Stay safe, stay well. Don't do anyone I wouldn't do. Cheers, legends.
Run.
Vruden, probably geeks, seeing as they name TV shows about nerdy people with the word geek. And people on the internet who do cool things with computers and all that are referred to as geeks. So, geeks, I'd say.